So I was out with some lunch with some family today, and then on my way back, I decided to check out a friend of mine, and he was doing a photo shoot for some apparel. So he's in the fashion industry, and then we ended up bumping into another friend of his who's like a designer, etc. And the insights I took away from this was that it wasn't as the friend of mine. He didn't like. There's certain elements of the photo shoot that he wished it could have been improved. But I just told him, no, dude. The more frequently you do it, the better you're gonna learn about these little nuances, and you learn from the people who have done it more than you, right? And as a marketer, the things that I was observing was, how did they structure it? How did they organize it? How did they deal with random problems that came up? You know, the sun's going down, it's a little cloudy, it's a little this, it's a little that. And yeah, it's just really analyzing the whole situation because I know nothing about that sector of reality. And what does this mean as a marketer? What could I apply into marketing, right? Because that is my forte. And the thing that I can apply from that, the concept I took away, was the importance of having some kind of vision, designing it. Basically, in movies or video shooting, you got your pre-production where you're planning what kind of shots you're doing, what's the concept, what topics are you going to be covering, what's the shot selection, what kind of angles, what kind of maybe even B-roll you're going to be doing, which locations, who's going to be there, what characters. Planning it ahead of time so that when you shoot, you're doing that, you already have the vision that you're doing. And yes, you can improv a little bit here and there, but a top-down structure. It kind of reminds me of like when building out campaigns for clients. Same thing. I found that, there's certain fundamentals that always are more consistent, right? Sometimes, depending on the client, they might have some nuanced things. Maybe they're a little bit of lead gen and e-commerce. Maybe their business is highly big on WhatsApp, but the fundamental will remain like, okay, doing lead generation in general, search campaigns are going to do great. Like if you're doing e-commerce, shopping campaigns, Performance Max in general, not so much search campaigns, at least in my experience. So there's certain fundamentals, but like you know how to plan it ahead of time. And then instead of having to be like, wait, for this client, I'm going to do this, or this client, I'm going to do this. It's like, no, one consistent kind of process. But it was cool checking out some new shit, expanding my worldview, expanding my reality, and hopefully you found some value from this.